Here we are, gentlemen.
Usual suspects.
Sorry, I'm eating a Skittle.
That's
Hey,
what she said.
Cerebo there, Joey. Hey,
What's up, guys?
There's
And
nobody,
girls?
sweetheart.
It must be the weekend because here are the boys. How's everybody
Boys are
doing?
back in town.
So before we start the stream, I do want to wish a very happy birthday to one of our guests. That is Mike D. B-Day Boy.
Michael D. in the place to be. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Mikey. Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Mike.
Many more, buddy.
And that is your legal last name, B-Day Boy.
B-Day Boy, yes.
Yeah. He used to be known as BJ Boy.
I thought you were going to say B-Gay Boy.
It sounds funny if you just say, but it has to be spelled out B-J-A-Y. BJ Boy.
Funny thing is, I was actually watching an old episode of Will and Grace the other night, and he's going to Vegas for Karen's wedding to John Cleese, and he goes, oh, we're going to go play blackjack. Okay, yeah. He goes, I'm known as the BJ Kid. And he goes, like, I don't know where they call me that.
All right, so guys, obviously us on the panel, and then anybody that's watching live or whatever. Obviously, tonight's episode, based on the title and based on the promotion that I've been putting on my social media, this is going to be a 1980s stream. So that basically means we're going to be talking about everything but. Right? Isn't that what we usually do? We pick a topic and then we're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about religion tonight.
Well,
no religion and no validity.
No.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about any of that stuff tonight. We're going to keep this streamline.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. But we are going to keep it fun. We're going to keep it nostalgic. I want everybody who's either watching through YouTube or watching through Facebook, I want everybody to join in and basically celebrate. Let's celebrate the 1980s. I feel like it really is most people, not everyone, but most people's favorite decade, especially if you're within our age group, I would assume. Am I safe to assume that each one of you is here right now? Is that your favorite decade, the 80s?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Besides the 1950s.
I like the 90s, but I like the 80s too.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully whoever's watching does share our enthusiasm with the 1980s. So let's kick it off. If anybody's in the chat, not yet, but anybody that's watching live or anybody that's watching later, obviously you can drop a comment. I always appreciate those. But let's kick it off with this one, because this one is a broader topic, and this basically everything 80s. Or you can cover. You can cover toys that you had as a kid growing up in the 80s, commercials. I know I remember a lot of fucking weird jingles. It could be commercial jingles that still resonate and stick in your head from time to time, and just basic memories. It could be a store that was opened up. So me and James and Mike, we grew up in Mike, you grew up in Greenpoint or Williamsburg?
I don't know. Well, I lived on North Henry, but it was like
that's
what was it on the corner of view. No, I was still 11222.
Okay, so let's just say, for argument's sake, forget about that. We grew up in Greenpoint. Mike, obviously, you grew up in Queens. You weren't too far from there, but I'm talking about. So when I say miscellaneous and memories, whatever, it could be a store that we used to go to when we were kids, like brother and sister and brother and shit like that, stuff like that. Stuff that was on Manhattan Avenue.
What about on topic about commercials and stuff? There's something I wanted to tell you guys. I'm really glad that they've made the Children's Aid Society.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hated that.
So Andrew basically agrees with Mooney. He says that he likes the 90s, 80s. 80s is his second. I mean, the thing is, the 90s, we were already in our teen years.
Right. Well, so the 90s was high school.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I liked it better, because I was already a teenager growing up.
Right.
So,
but the 80s would be more for, I guess 90s would be nostalgia as well, because, it's like 20 something years ago. But,
well, the thing is this.
That's exactly what I meant. That's Ben and Frank's, fucking George's Variety Store, Manhattan Avenue, stuff like that.
Darlings and Discounter.
Awesome.
On Manhattan Avenue.
The thing is this.
You see, I always say it like this. I'm a child of the 80s.
Well, I wouldn't say 90s music is way better. I like 80s music too. But listen, I here's the problem with the 90s. I did like the music in the 90s, but towards the late 90s, the music started getting weird. So, early 90s music I liked, mid 90s music. Towards the late 90s, it started getting a little weird towards the late 90s. you know, the mainstream music I'm talking about, you know, it was very hard to find like stations that I liked and, you know, the rock stations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a little upsetting, but I would say like, you know, to add to what you guys are saying about the 90s being great years. I felt like the 90s were like, I was waiting for the 80s to be that age, you know, like I was waiting to be my teenage years in the 80s. And then when I got to the 90s and I was in my teenage years, it was totally different than what I was hoping for, you know?
John's basically saying Green Day, it was Green Day's fault for the music to get weirder in the 90s.
No, I like Green Day. I like Green Day. Yeah, I like Green Day.
I don't know, John. I think the late 90s Green Days were, once you got into the 2000s Green Day, except for Wake Me Up When September Ends and the Boulevard of Dreams. Once after that album, I feel like it just went a little down.
The whole album was great. Dookie.
Yeah, Dookie's a great album. Even that album.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we're in 90s.
Guys,
let's talk 80s.
Let's back it up. We're skipping. We're talking about the wrong decade here. We gotta get back on topic.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. We started talking about the 90s.
Talking about Steve Perry.
Johnny, absolutely.
So we're honestly gonna get. So here, spoiler alert. Look, we're gonna go favorite 80s songs and artists.
All right.
Right now, I'm talking about the miscellaneous stuff, and a couple people mentioned, because Andrew mentioned the discount toy store. Yeah, the discount toy store. Yeah, and stuff like that. But you know, and again, we're gonna get to that as well. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about more along the lines of like toys. I'll start it up if you want. I mean, we had Hungry Hippos, we had Simon, we had Perfection, we had Operation. Obviously, what'd you say? Rubik's Cube?
Yep.
We had Nintendo, regular Nintendo, we had Atari,
Donkey Kong.
Right.
Let's not forget about Nintendo with the
Care Bears, Garbage Pail Kid cards. Can't forget that.
I love the Garbage Pail Kid cards. Let's not forget about the robot. Nintendo robot, Rob.
I had that.
I had the robot. Yeah, a lot of people forgot about that.
Nintendo had a robot?
Yeah, the first Nintendo that came out,
I remember that.
the NES had a robot. It was called Rob, and it had the game called Gyromite with the gyros, and you have to pick up the gyros of the robot and drop them on the thing as they were spinning and put them in the thing to keep them spinning. It was actually a really hard game. You know?
What was the name of the other robot that was out there? The one that used to put it came with 8 tracks or cassettes.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
What was that one?
What was it? QRX or QXR or something?
Yeah, I think you're right. I know what you're talking about, Mike.
That
wasn't a video game.
That was quiz games. You had to answer A, B, C, or D on it.
John,
yeah, that wasn't a video game though. That was actual robot though. No.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a video game.
Yeah.
John says Twinkies were better in the 80s, and I cannot agree. And I can't agree more.
They taste the same to me.
No, they taste horrible. They taste like shit now.
I still like them.
Slime Time. Obviously, Transformers was a big one.
Remember, Voltron. Anybody remember GoBots?
Yeah, hell yeah,
GoBots. I used to love the GoBots.
Well, Topple and Perfection, Johnny, caused a fucking cardiac arrest. I used to be scared shitless of that fucking game.
Johnny's on here. That's amazing.
Well, Operation 2, when it used to be the timer, used to be down in Pop 2.
Yeah. Game Boy, Atari.
What about the Nintendo glove? Remember the glove?
Yes, the Power Glove. The Power Glove.
Well, what was that? What was that robot that he's talking about? The one that
I know the one.
It wasn't a speaking.
What was the first name you said, Mike? Because I think that was it. XR or something.
It was like a Q something. I forgot the damn name of it.
It wasn't a speaking spell, but it was
something
used to come
like 8-track, because at the beginning he came with 8-track tapes. He used to put the 8-track in, and then he used to be like, he used to ask you like it was quiz questions, and he had to answer A, B, C, or D.
Yeah, I remember.
Like geography. It was kind of like playing Trivia Pursuit without actually playing it.
It was like, you know what I remember when I was a kid, I had a Mickey Mouse like story cassette player thing, and there was like colored things. It was like a choose your own adventure thing, and when you pressed the different color, you remember that? It would like go to the different story. I had that when I was a kid.
No, Andrew,
I don't remember the name of it though.
What was his speaking spell?
It wasn't.
I got that.
Casio keyboards.
No, it wasn't Teddy Ruxpin either, but yeah, something there was.
Hold on a second. I gotta ask Andrew. Do you remember the keyboard that I gave you that had kata in it or koto in it? Andrew, I don't know if you remember that. It was like boop, 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 boop. I don't know if you remember that.
Did anybody else try to make
a Radio
Teddy
Shack
Ruxpin
keyboard?
eat stuff?
Teddy Ruxpin, the mouth didn't move, did it?
It did. It spoke.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Oh, those Skittles are good.
Oh man, skills.
I got it. I just Google searched it. 2XL.
You got it.
2XL? Okay. All right.
2XL 8-track robots. 2XL talking trivia toy.
Derek, what's up, buddy? I see Andrew's comment. He said he thinks so. I hope you remember it, Andrew. I really do.
My Pet Monster is another good
I
one.
had one of those. My Pet Monster.
Pound puppies.
My Pet Monster too.
Pound puppies.
Hey, what about the doll that actually gave the idea for Chucky, my buddy?
Yes, my buddy. Yes.
Don't forget Kid Sister.
My buddy actually gave the idea for the Chucky doll for Child's Play.
Yep.
Hey guys, I actually wait a second. What do you mean gave it? What do you mean gave the idea? Wasn't it a Good Guys doll?
What?
It was the Good Guys doll, not my buddy. Good Guys.
No, but it was.
No, but what I couldn't call it my buddy.
As a matter of fact, I have a Good Guys doll right now. And speaking of the 80s, I think I'm going to go grab them and show them to you guys.
Wait, but it was an actual good guy though?
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Hang on.
Yeah, go get it. I agree. But Mike, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop?
Tootsie Roll. Remember the Tootsie Roll jingle?
Huh? How many licks?
It takes 3.
1,
2,
3.
Mike ate his on the first bite.
Oh, glowworm. Yeah, I had a glowworm.
I didn't. Oh my God.
I had a glowworm.
Oh,
that is creepy that he has one of those.
That's vintage. That is vintage 80s. Cabbage
that's
Patch.
awesome, dude. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
It's in the, oh my God. You know how much that it could actually be worth?
It's a Good Guys.
That's actually really cool, man. That is cool.
My cat just got in the room here. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. I remember that song. The world looks mighty good to me. Because
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
What do you remember the jingle to that it was a commercial for the Westbury County Fair?
Yeah, at the Westbury. No.
Rods and attraction.
Yeah, no, that was
Non-stop action.
Westchester, not Westbury.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
Westchester County Fair, right?
What about the
Wasn't it the Orange County Fair?
Oh, what about the
There's another one for the
jingle
Orange
Milford
County
Plaza?
Fair too. You guys have the
What
Orange
about
County
jingle
Fair?
for the Milford Plaza in Manhattan?
Yeah, Mike.
At the
do not try to
Milford
wake that thing up.
Plaza. What?
Please do not try to wake that shit up and where it comes and kills us.
Wait. Say I didn't see that comment. Put that back up again. The one that Johnny put.
You know, to weird
Don't
science.
try to weird science to Chucky doll. You have enough issues in the city. Remember Weird Science? That was another good one.
That was a great movie. Weird Science.
Yeah.
Good.
What about Big? That was a
Big
great
was
movie
awesome,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Again, we're going to talk about movies. Hold on. Remember Coney Island, how it used to be? Now it's everything it ever was and more.
James.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
The WWF wrestling dolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We all
Yeah.
had them.
The ring. It had the ring. I used to have, but I mean, the only thing that sucked about those dolls, don't get me wrong, and I had almost all of them pretty much.
Yeah.
Was the one you couldn't move them. They were,
They were rubber.
Yeah, they were in a pose, and that's it. And I didn't mind them because the ones that came out afterwards,
I was going to say, do you remember the ones that came out afterwards that you could pose?
I wasn't crazy. I never had one.
Yeah, no,
You never had those?
You had 3 things you could do with them: suplex, body slam, and a clothesline. That's all you could do.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you guys if you remember this toy. I wanted it so bad. My mother would never let me get it.
It's a fucking blow-up doll.
No. On a serious note, I can't remember the name of it, but I really wanted it bad. They used to have used to break them apart, and then they used to go back together. It was like monsters that you'd rip the arms off and shit, and like you can chop them up, and then you put them back together, and they would like stick back together.
I remember the wrestling dolls that used to stretch.
No. It was something it began with a G, I think. I can't remember what it was called. It was a very popular toy, and you would like grow them in eggs and shit. They came in like eggs. They were like monsters. It was in the 80s. I can't remember the name of them for the life of me.
The only thing that I remember that was similar to that, but you couldn't. I don't remember.
I gotta look this up.
Was Monsters in My Pocket.
No. No, these things were made to be ripped apart and then put back together. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it out.
Yeah, I think, John, those were stray animals that you were able to rip apart.
No, I'm serious. I swear.
John says, hold on. It was called, Andrew said it was called Play-Doh.
No.
Silly putty, you clown.
No, it's not. I'm looking it up.
What else? What is that? So monster in my pocket. I said you said my pet monster.
What the hell? What is monster in my pocket? You sure that's what it was?
Yeah.
It was a monster
Yeah.
in your pocket?
Well, I still have that now. I still play with that now. It's just not a monster.
That's what she said.
You had Moonster in my pocket. Care Bears was said by one of you guys. Muscle Men. You remember Muscle Men?
Yeah.
Yes, the pink guys.
The pink guys. Muscle was an acronym for something. It was a long worm. A long word.
Okay. I found it.
What was it?
Toys of the 80s. I found it right now. It was called Mangalords.
That sounds familiar.
I don't remember.
Mangalords is what it was called. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Let me see if I can pull it up. Toys of the 80s. Mangalords came out around the time Dungeons and Dragons toys, which Dungeons and Dragons is another great one. Army Ants was good. That's another great one.
I remember Army Ants. I remember the food fighters.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to show this to you. I don't know if you can ever see it.
Mask. Yeah, I remember Mask.
Mask. Cops.
I don't know if you
Cops,
could.
I think was
Can you guys make that out?
What the fuck?
Dude, you had fucking some weird fucking toys, bro.
No. It was that was one of the Mangaloids. Let me read it to you real quick. Mangaloids came out around the time Dungeons and Dragons. They were squishy action figures that you could rip apart and put back together again. An accessory of the line was a tank pit that you filled with soapy water and lowered the figures into. Once the figures that had been ripped apart were dipped into soapy water, the wounds would heal, and you would not be able to tell the figure had been ripped apart. There are about 5 figures in the line. Each one came with an egg kind thing to keep them in because you let them sit out, they got easily dirty. That's what they're called. Mangaloids. Mangalores, they were called. Mangalore.
Mongoloids.
Mangalore or Mangalords. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted one so bad, dude. I wanted them so bad when I was a kid. My mother would never let me get them.
Well, James, you brought this up the other day because you sent me a text with the picture of it. What about Nellie Bly?
Nellie Bly. Yeah.
Whoever lived in Brooklyn, who didn't go to fucking Nellie Bly when they were a kid?
Mike, you remember Nellie Bly?
Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars.
It was an amusement park.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, you never went? Mike D, you never went to Nellie Bly?
For sure.
I don't think so.
You were deprived as a fucking child. Nellie Bly, come on.
Why am I blanking on Popples? Obviously, I know what Etch-a-Sketch is.
Yeah, I remember Popples. I can't. Shit. Popples. I can't remember what they.
Oh, Connect 4, of course. Yeah.
Because every time, like if I was going to be in the neighborhood to buy a toy, I would go to George's. That's it.
Giggles. I don't know if he's still making fun of Mike or not. Oh, they turned into I do remember that.
Poppums. Poppums. They were called Poppums.
Popples.
Poppums.
Oh, Poppums.
Oh, that was the Poppums he was talking about, right?
What about the figures that were rocks and they turned into people?
Yeah, the robots.
Yeah, they turned into stone.
I don't remember.
No, they were rocks, but they turned into robots. They were like a GoBot copy.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't remember the name of them, but I had those too. Those were good.
Making a blockbuster night.
That's right, kid.
They don't exist.
That was 90s.
All right, awesome.
I don't know about the Pirate, but I definitely remember Rollin' Roaster.
The Rollin' Roaster Pirate. I don't remember that.
What about what the hell did I mention the other day? The Snoopy snow cone machine.
She says Popples. I have to go with her.
Were they Popples or Popples?
Like Def Leppard?
Yeah,
Johnny, I actually like I like the way you said it because it actually sounds funnier if you say the Rollin' Roaster Pirate. The. Matt, you're a little late to the party. We said Garbage Pail Kids, but the cards, even the movie, but I think the movie was the movie 89? Did that come out in 1989?
That came out.
Actually, no, I think before then.
7 came out.
Yeah.
What about you guys didn't mention Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck, yes.
Howard the Duck.
That's movies, though. We're gonna get to
movies.
Oh, it's still the 80s, though.
Yeah,
It's
we're
memory.
gonna get to movies.
That's a memory.
Yeah,
that's a memory I had. It's also a comic book too, Howard the Duck.
So what I had as memories as a kid.
I know the comic. All right, cool.
Yeah.
What I had as a memory as a kid in the 80s, TSS was Times Square store that was in Queens.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody remembers TSS.
Going to Lieberfeld.
I remember it.
I remember it.
No, I mean like that's going so far back because it became like Caldor afterwards and another store name.
It was Caldor, then it was Kmart, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah. It became a Kmart.
We haven't been close to movies yet. Don't worry about it. But anyway, Lieberfeld's, we used to have to go for our St. Cecilia's uniform.
Yes, Lieberfeld's was on Grand Avenue.
Grand Avenue, yeah.
Leberfeld's.
Leberfield. I used to say
Leberfeld. 64th, right? I think it was.
Greenpoint Little League. Goodwin.
St. Adalbert used to have.
Greenpoint Little League. Oh God, I got hit with a fastball with braces on in Greenpoint Little League.
You got we had JJ Newberry's on Manhattan Avenue, Woolworths, Buster Brown. Remember Buster Brown sneakers, bro?
Cheap Charlie's on Manhattan Avenue.
That fucking escalator. I used to
Charlie's.
I remember Cheap Charlie's.
Yeah,
I remember Cheap Charlie's.
Oh yeah.
I actually still have when I was into hookah, I bought one of those hot plates from Cheap Charlie's.
LA Gears was the fucking shit back then.
Yeah, the light up ones.
Yeah.
Yep. You can't forget
Roy Rogers. Hell yeah.
Madon.
I love Roy Rogers. Madon.
Robbins, Tom McCann. Father and Sons.
Sister and brother. Yeah, we said that.
Jane.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Bergament.
You remember Carol's Candy Store on Driggs Avenue?
I had British Knights. I had them in
what?
I had them in '89. I used to get made fun of for wearing British Knights because back
British
then,
Knights.
Across the street
They weren't
from
popular.
Fans.
back then everybody started wearing the pump in the late '80s, early '90s.
That was my aunt's candy store.
I remember that. I remember you telling me. I didn't remember it, but I remember you telling me that. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Does anybody remember Super Amusement on in College Point, the video arcade?
That sounds very familiar. Yeah.
Or the Big Bow
I
Wow.
used to them all the time in the '80s. My mother used to take me.
What about the Big Bow Wow on Cross Bay Boulevard? It was like you get hot dogs, burgers, and they had like arcade in there.
Yep, I remember that too.
Yeah, that place was awesome, man.
Who
Big Bow Wow, I love that place.
Remember birthday parties in fucking Burger King and McDonald's?
At McDonald's, yes. Yep.
And those fucking playgrounds.
Ultra Video.
Ultra Video was on Manhattan
Ultra
Avenue.
Video.
Yeah.
Ultra Video.
Because that Ultra Video has seen and C&G was on Graham. And then Vex opened up. Oh, by the way,
Vex Video's not.
So, Matt, I don't know what Hypercolor is, but you remember Freezy Freakies? Mike, you know.
Freezy Freakies.
Freezy Freakies.
Freezy Freakies.
Every time I used to go to Castelli's house in the early, like
T-shirts. Yeah, I remember them.
He used to have them in his hallway, and I used to always throw them.
Freezy Freakies, yeah.
You could take your mouth and put it on the T-shirt, and it would make it would change the color.
You know what's funny? How come they don't have stuff like that anymore? That was some cool shit. Like kids, I think kids would still find that cool.
Yeah,
like
kids would probably dying from that. That's probably why. Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, Doers video on, and then also we talked about this in the other stream, C&G video. That used to do
video and Doers Liquor too was good too.
Yeah, Goody, Sam Goody got it. When Ronald was in those commercials. Forget about the outside playgrounds. How awesome, especially the one on Manhattan Avenue, the fucking inside playground.
I got the
slide and what?
Yes, I got something that you guys didn't mention yet. Remember cigarette commercials like the Marlboro Man? Who's like the cowboy?
Oh, I was smoking
Camel
cigarettes when I was
Remember that?
4.
Like the cigarette commercials? Like you don't have cigarette commercials anymore, but that was like a thing when we were growing up. The cigarette commercials. Probably carcinogenic. I don't think so.
Yeah, when they had cigarette machines in stores and stuff.
No, it's not carcinogenic. You know why I know it's not. You know why I know it's not carcinogenic? Because I had a bottle of that Game of Thrones scotch, and when you put it in the freezer, the writing came on the side of it the same way as Freezy Freakies.
Are we covering sports moments of the '80s too?
No, I didn't even think of that. I think that's
why not?
I think that's overload. If you know what, that would be considered a memory. So by all means, Mike, if you want to mention something right now, go ahead and do so.
Out there, yeah.
I mean, I already know what you're going to say.
Well, no, I mean, the only two things we had were the '86 Mets and the '86 Giants.
Right.
And who could remember that classic Vin Scully call on Game 6?
Yeah, I'd say it.
Should I do it?
Do it.
It's back tonight. I used to have the sunglasses. I got them in the Happy Meal. Those Mac Tonight sunglasses. I fucking love them.
Back tonight.
Speaking of which, remember, Mike, I'm sorry. We're going to get back to you. Remember, bro, how fucking awesome were Happy Meals? I feel like the toys were amazing back then.
They were. It was awesome.
Used to have
the toys Happy Meals looked pretty cool back then.
Muppet Babies and shit, which obviously we're going to get to because Muppet Babies was like an awesome toy.
Remember color forms?
Yes, color forms.
Color forms.
Like decals that you put on the board.
Yeah. I used to have those.
What about, remember Shrinky Dinks?
Yeah, I have one. I have a Shrinky Dink. Hold on. I didn't read that. I put it up. I didn't even read it. They banned cigarette commercials. Kids were ripping their dolls apart. And they tried. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm serious. That was a real toy. Look it up. Mango.
I mean, obviously you showed it to us, but
I'm not even kidding, dude. It was very popular. I'm telling you, it was like crazy. Apparently, I was doing some research on it, and they said that they never really worked the way that they claimed or something.
James, what did I mention to you the other day about what I was going to put as my memory as St. Cecilia's? What was one thing I said I was going to include in that?
Oh, the book fair, the Scholastic.
No, not even the other thing. The stock room. Angie, remember the stock room and the old women that used to run it? Oh, the click. Wait, what are the clickers? Were those the things that?
Oh. The things, no.
The balls that go clank, clank, clank.
No. I know what she's talking about. It was a little thing you used to press and used to click.
No. Bangers.
Hey, the ashtrays.
No, bangers, not clickers. They were called bangers.
Why is everybody talking about fucking smoking? We were kids. Tobacco commercials. You remember the Marlboro Man face?
What about ashtrays in buildings by the elevators? There was ashtrays by the elevators in buildings.
Actually smoke at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I do remember those boxes.
I used to come to my mother's job after school, go walking in, and it's like everybody's like all smokers in there. Go to my mom's office. My mother's smoking a Paul Ball. The other guy works with smoking a Marlboro. The other guy smoking a Benson Hedges. I'm like.
But Mike,
it's crazy.
What did you hold on? Hashtag cigarette commercials.
Cigarette commercials.
Who said the one about the clickers? The clickers.
Yeah, the clickers.
No, she agreed.
They were called kabangers.
Right. That's what Andrew said.
Oh, kabang is. Oh wait, that was the thing that you went back and forth with, right? Back like that.
Yeah,
that
they kind of look like nunchucks.
And they had balls.
They
had some of them. They had some of them that, like, when the balls would hit, they would actually like make a loud noise.
Yeah. So my brother just basically said, "I remember my dad's Cadillac. That was huge." And then he said afterwards, and his car too.
What? I don't get that.
Hey Joe, you remember the car my father owned?
Yeah.
That big green boat he had, the 77 Lincoln.
I think so.
That's a good one. I like that, John. That's pretty funny because they said that was like the haunted sister that used to play the piano.
Yeah.
And the lights would go on.
Wait, no.
We'd see the lights on all the time.
Sister Joseph didn't play the piano. Sister Sylvester did.
Yeah, Sister Sylvester. That's right.
Sister Sylvester. Yeah. Wait. Remember the room that the lights would go on?
Oh, I fucking loved every Thursday. I love that shit.
Hot Dog Day. I remember that. We had that in my school too. We had that in St. Albert's too.
Pretzel Day, yeah.
And pretzels, Wednesday.
Pretzels.
They were wet from Sister Agnes licking them.
Yeah, why were they always wet, those pretzels?
Sister Agnes used to scare the shit out of me when I had to go to CCD class.
I think
She like the nun from that horror movie.
Oh, wiffle tennis. Yeah, of course.
Oh, wiffle ball.
You guys remember this toy from the 80s? You guys remember this toy from the 80s?
It's a slingshot. Yeah, I had one.
Yeah, buddy. Slingshot.
Now the rocks are going to go right through the computer screen and the bike. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Tonight's a big one. That's what she said. I had a caddy with hydraulics. I think she said that too, actually. She was a music teacher before the. Okay. See, I don't think any of us knew that. That was way before our time.
You know
so here's something I had.
That's what I want to know.
Here's something I had laying right over there the whole time. I don't know if you guys remember this.
That's what it was Thursday.
Do you guys remember this?
Oh, it was Friday.
Oh, Thursday we put the order in.
Do you guys remember this? The Fisher space pen, the pen that is supposed to write in space and it could write in any direction underwater and everything.
Yeah.
The Seinfeld episode.
Was it a Seinfeld episode?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Jack gave Jerry the pen. He's writing upside down. And he's writing like this.
That's why I thought it was always Thursday. Sister Claire.
Sister Claire.
I'll crack your heart. I'll give you the
tables. Jimmy the hot dog man.
Oh, Jimmy the hot dog. God, love Jimmy.
I like Jimmy hot dogs. Those were good.
The best. Seriously, the best.
No, they were very good.
Never replicated. Couldn't be duplicated.
There was a guy, I don't know if you remember him. He used to be on Grand Avenue. He's another older guy, kind of like a Jimmy the hot dog type guy. He used to push the little hot dog cart with the wheels on it. Remember that guy used to walk up and down Grand Avenue by our school? I used to walk home and I used to
Grand Avenue. Oh, okay.
It was on Grand Avenue by Martin Luther when we were in high school. You remember that guy, Joe?
Hold on, I never got hit with a ruler. What guy by Martin Luther?
The hot dog guy. He was an old man, kind of like Jimmy. He looked like old man. He used to have like the little cart with the wooden wheels on it. He used to walk up and down Grand Avenue.
At all.
You remember that guy? I used to get every time I used to walk home from school. I used to get hot dogs from him.
Oh, spitballs! You can't forget those. Oh, you know what else too, guys? You remember we used to do this as kids. I know. I guarantee you, half the guys in the chat right now are going to say they did it, and I'm sure you guys did too. Remember putting Elmer's glue on your hand
and peeling it off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Modern.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember eating Elmer's glue.
I used to do that.
I don't think I did.
There was always one kid in the class. I never did it. There's always one kid in the class who used to eat Elmer's glue. There's always one in the class that eats Elmer's glue.
I tried it. It actually didn't taste too bad. In fact, I occasionally have some. I occasionally still have some.
You have some?
I still have some.
You have some.
The flavor, Kathy. The dirty water dogs.
I have some fun.
Guys, what about the Greeks on Nassau Avenue across the street from the park from Winthrop?
I'm not
luncheonette. You don't remember the little luncheonette on North Henry in Nassau?
You guys remember the Martians?
Hold on, Johnny. Where is this place you speak of? Hold on, we got someone. Do you hear that?
Oh,
what's that?
Wait, we got Mike.
What the fuck? What's going on? That's so weird. One of them is not. Wait, that's weird. That was so weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but
what's going on?
What is going on?
It's gone.
Did you do that?
Mike, did you do that?
What was that?
My internet went.
Oh.
Where did it go?
I got kicked out because of my freaking shitty internet.
Hold on 1 second, because I want Johnny. If you can, let me know where is this place that makes it identical. I'm sure he did.
He probably didn't have to though back then. Nobody gave a shit.
Jimmy had a permit because you always throw the permit on the cart.
You remember this guy, guys? This guy's from the 80s too. Remember him?
Microphone?
No, this guy.
Bernie used to put his teeth in the fish tank.
Is that Pee-wee Herman?
Yes, it is.
Why do you look like Ed Grimley without the point?
No, it's not Ed Grimley. This is Pee-wee Herman.
Oh, I remember. What was that distinct sound that Bernie used to make? If you remember, answer me in the comments if you can remember. If you can't, I mean, obviously you can't. You can't emanate the sound.
He made a sound.
He can't emanate the sound, but let me know if you remember what it was, and if you do, I'll do it for you.
I can't remember it.
Oh, I do. Paste. Hold on, because I am well behind.
Political prisoner from Cuba. This country, you gotta
I
make
have
the
no
money.
idea.
Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman.
Yo, you remember the thing? Remember the thing?
Don't give me no back talk, sucker.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm pretty to fool.
I have you know what I have downstairs? I have the final word. Remember the final word that curses? I had that downstairs. I still have one.
Fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I have that. You want me to go get it?
No.
You want me to go get it? Sure.
No.
For nostalgic purposes? No. I have one mint in the box, bro. It still works.
Yeah, I never did that before.
What? Okay, here's a throwback. Cutting off a quarter water containers, attaching a balloon to make a zip gun.
I never did that.
I don't know what that.
Yes, I've done that. Yes.
That's what I said. The Greeks.
Yes.
Yeah,
You put the balloon. Listen, you cut what?
No, those are the Martians. But who are you guys?
Martians.
The Greeks on North Henry and Nassau. No, not Manhattan. It was Nassau and North Henry by the park. By Winthrop.
Greeks.
Yeah, the luncheonette.
You mean that little luncheonette?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lunch, of course.
So you don't even know what the hell. Do you know or no?
Yeah,
but what about the lunch? What about the luncheonette that was on by McCarran Park over there by?
That was Park.
That was a different one. Yeah, that was another one. But yeah, I'm talking about
the one
on Nassau. No, by Winthrop Park. That's what I was talking about.
I mean, I guess we can talk about Frankie and Anthony, the Martians.
Yeah, the Martians. Yeah, I miss them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
The dwarf lady's kids.
Hold on.
That's not funny. They're nice guys,
That what the place was? Wasn't it called Socrates?
Socrates.
Yeah. That was right by Shanghai Lee. No?
Socrates.
Yeah.
Socrates.
I'm not going all the way to Calverton.
Socrates.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I thought he told me.
Not my Jimmy.
Not my Richie.
Not my Joey.
All right, guys, this is all great, but I do want to move on from this. Cinderella Card Shop, obviously. Yeah. Peter Pan, donuts.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still around, but obviously they're still good. Remember the Army Navy store across the street?
Cato's Army and Navy.
Yeah.
My wife used to work at Peter Pan Donuts. Okay?
What's that?
Wasn't it by A&S?
A&S? The fuck is A&S? There was no A&S on Manhattan.
There used to be a store.
A store called A&S.
Not the
yes.
That was it.
Yes, A&S on Queens Boulevard.
Queens Boulevard.
Oh, he's
Queens Boulevard, A&S. Yeah, it was Queens Boulevard.
Or A&S on Manhattan Avenue.
I think, you know what?
A&S and Alexander's was on Queens Boulevard before it became the
Alexander's, yeah, I remember that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Alexander's. That's where that kid, wasn't it? No, that wasn't that kid. Not Alexander's. No. Was that kid that got the kid? Remember the kid? Yeah. Remember the kid that got kidnapped from there? Was that Alexander's that the kid got? His father used to do?
I think I remember that. Yeah, I remember
yeah. Adam. That was Alexander's.
Best Chinese food in the world,
right? Wasn't it Adam that got kidnapped from Alexander's and he was killed?
Wait a second. Was that the one that was on? They had him on the back of a milk carton. They made a movie about him?
The father used to do the show America's Most Wanted.
Walsh.
Adam Walsh. John Walsh. Adam Walsh was he was kidnapped from Alexander's on Queens Boulevard, I think.
Definitely wasn't Brandon Walsh, but yeah, it was that.
I do love Canwa. I remember Canwa on Great Avenue.
Canwa was the best.
Shanghai Lee on Manhattan Avenue.
Shanghai Lee, that used to be great.
You guys used to Shanghai Lee, but we lived on the other side, so we had to get Canwa.
It wasn't the chain A&S. It wasn't Abraham and Strauss.
No,
okay.
I know what you're talking about now, and I do remember that.
Talk about copyright infringement.
Yeah, that is copyright infringement, no?
No. All right, guys. Let's move on to this one right here. Let's move on to another one. Let's forget about nostalgia for a minute. I mean, this is all nostalgia. Mm-hmm. What were some of your favorite 80s TV series? My favorite. You're a piece of shit.
Oh, man, that's fucked up.
Family Ties is easily my favorite. If not, I don't mean to sound a little feminine, but I will say The Golden Girls is another one.
I mean, you know what I liked?
Hunter was
Alf. I was a huge fan of Alf.
Alf, me too. I loved Alf. Loved Alf.
Alf, I loved Alf. That was like one of my favorite shows.
Growing Pains. You got John. What was Werewolf?
I remember Werewolf.
Werewolf. Yeah, I remember Werewolf.
I remember Werewolf. The Incredible Hulk. Come on.
Yes. What about Batman?
Seinfeld
the one with what's his name?
Seinfeld was more 90s.
So he's right.
What?
Seinfeld debuted in '89.
Well, what about Batman? I know it was from the '60s, right?
Yeah,
original Batman.
And the Incredible Hulk wasn't '80s either.
Yes, it
was.
But
it's still no. But they used to play it in the '80s all the time.
What?
Yeah, but they used to play it in the 80s.
Wasn't Seinfeld the replacement for Cheers?
No.
No, I don't think so.
After Cheers went off?
Cheers was good. Cheers is a good show. Cheers is a good show.
It was a great show.
Cheers was my favorite show.
I love that too.
Out of This World. I don't remember Out of This World. I don't remember Out of This World.
Yeah, I remember that.
What shows are these? I don't remember this.
And it was second chance. Yeah, Andrew's right. That was
I never heard of these.
The same show.
Married with Children. That's a classic, Mike. Absolutely.
Married with Children, yeah.
Andrew says the same
Married with
thing.
Children. Yep.
What about dramas? Like St. Elsewhere.
Frasier was after Cheers. That's right, yeah. Frasier was the one after Cheers.
Hill Street Blues.
Full House. Yeah, Full House was good.
Uh-huh.
Frasier replaced Cheers, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Fall Guy, The Bionic Woman.
Knight Rider, the A-Team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Knight Rider was good, yeah.
What else?
Moonlighting with Bruce Willis.
Cat Murder, She Wrote.
Great.
Even what's his face? The guy. Fucking
Equalizer. Remember that show? Remember the Equalizer?
no. Oh man, I love. Sorry.
Murder
Three's
She Wrote.
Company. Hell
Three's
yeah.
Company was the 70s, though.
I know, but he was in syndication.
Yeah, it was in the 80s too.
Well, that's the same thing as a lot of those shows, technically, right?
Incredible Hulk.
Remember? Do you guys remember Miami Vice?
Of course. Yeah, Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Airwolf.
Yeah. Facts of Life. Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock. I used to love Fraggle Rock, man. I loved Fraggle Rock.
What about the Muppet Show?
The Muppet Show. Fraggle Rock was my favorite. On HBO, it used to be.
I love Fraggle Rock too, yeah.
Down to Fraggle Rock. Down to Fraggle. Remember that? That was great.
You guys remember the hold on. It wasn't the Magical World of Disney every Sunday night?
The Wonderful World of Disney.
No, I looked it up. That's what I thought it was. It's actually
really?
the Magical World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Magical World, the Wonderful World of Disney was a different series. The Magical World of Disney had shows like Fuzz Bucket and it also aired because Flight of the Navigator was in the theaters first, and then 2 years later it was on, or a year later it was on the Magical World of Disney.
Why the fuck did I think it was the Wonderful Night Card?
I thought the same thing.
Was good.
Roseanne.
21. Nobody said 21 Jump Street yet.
No, 20 Facts of Life. There you go.
21 Jump Street.
Anybody remember on that show Putting on the Hits?
Yes.
I remember
He used to come out and
remember
sing
that.
the
Yeah, I remember
songs.
that.
What was that? You had that. You had Dance Fever with Danny Terrio, and then you had Solid Gold with
Solid Gold.
Max Headroom.
Max Headroom. Yes. Max Headroom. Remember that?
Cartoons. You had Woody Woodpecker, Smurfs.
You know what's terrible? You know what's terrible? The Max Headroom movie. Remember they came out that Max Headroom movie? It was awful, dude.
Yeah, that's right. They did have a movie.
It was so bad.
Inspector Gadget.
The Boss. Awesome. Yeah, I love Who's the Boss. Wonder Years. Yeah, it was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, Who's the Boss? Yeah.
American Bandstand. Solid Gold. We said that. Fame. I used to love the theme song.
You're gonna live forever, baby. Fame.
And then you had Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yes, Ripley's Believe It or Not was the best.
I didn't believe it.
I love going to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museums. Do you ever go to those things?
I always wanted to go. I never got to go.
There's one right on Times Square.
Yeah, no. I've been to two of them. There's the one I've been to the one in Times Square, and I've been to Atlantic City. I've been to that one.
The Wax Museum was great.
Yeah.
Who else? We said Care Bears. That was a show. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about in fucking toys? Light Bright.
He-Man.
Somebody said He-Man.
Awesome,
He-Man.
yeah.
Oh, somebody said that?
Andrew
Light
said
Bright,
He-Man.
yeah.
I think
Did you say Muppet Babies? Because you were talking about Muppet Babies earlier.
The Muppets. Yeah, Muppets.
First
No,
thing.
Muppet Babies.
What about Amen 227 and different strokes?
I don't know about Amen 227. I don't remember that.
Amen was Sherman Hemsley. He played a pastor.
I don't know. I want to watch that.
Mac, come on.
How about, hey, you guys are forgetting Little House on the Prairie.
Oh,
Little House on the
Wasn't
Prairie.
Little House more 70s and 80s?
Remember the Hogan family?
It ran in through the 80s. Ran in through the 80s.
Valerie
I
family.
saw History, Tales from the Dark Side. Awesome.
What about
Tales from the
Valerie?
Dark Side. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was Valerie
Tales from the
family,
Crypt.
Hogan
Hell yeah.
Hogan.
Tales from the Crypt. Yep.
Oh, really? Cool.
Remember
Wow.
when I had that? Remember when I had that pet Mogwai that he didn't like the light bright? He kept saying light bright, light bright. Remember that?
Oh, he said that. Nope. Kathy, Saved by the Bell. Yeah, was it started late 80s, but it still counts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Best song. Yeah.
Amazing Stories. Remember that? Remember
Turn on
Amazing-
the lights of heaven, Lord, shine on me.
You remember the theme song to Amen?
Of course I do, bro.
Oh my
Wow,
God, that's
that's-
so
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm not sure if it was 80s, but I know they used to
Mama's
replay this
Family
stuff in
was
the 80s. Do
funny
you guys
as
remember
hell.
the original superhero animated series
Yes,
like with there was Thor, Spider-Man, Thor.
Superhero Spider-Man and his superhero friends or something like that, or
some Spidey.
No. They each had their own show. They each had, it was like Thor had one. It was like Over the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard. You know, it was like an animated like comic of the Thor comics, and then like the Spider-Man comics and the Captain America comics. Everyone had their own, like, it was like pictures, like animation from the comics. And then they had like a storyline with like a guy that was like talking. I think they were from like the 60s and stuff, or the 70s, but I used to play them in the 80s all the time, like in the morning cartoons. I remember watching them all the time.
You know what we're forgetting? The Looney Tunes hour on ABC on Saturday mornings.
I'm not forgetting that.
Looney
Tune.
Greatest American Hero.
Greatest American Hero.
My two dads.
Couldn't land to save his life.
What was the other one? Oh,
MASH.
Great.
Oh.
I used to have the toys. I used to have the MASH figures.
That was good.
And then the spin-off to that was Trapper John MD.
Yeah. What about Gilligan's Island?
Perfect Strangers.
Gilligan's Island
was also
Gilligan's Island was like a 60s series.
Yeah, that was like, but also
really?
Yeah, when we were kids.
It was a syndication though.
The Monkeys.
The Monkeys. Remember the Monkeys?
How about Barney Miller?
Oh,
Barney Miller was Monkeys too.
I don't remember Barney Miller. I remember. What about what's his name? It's an old. I don't know if it's 80s though. But they did play it in the 80s.
Yeah.
Gomer Pyle, the Gomer Pyle show.
Gomer Pyle, yeah, but that
Gomer
That
Pyle
was
show.
like 50s.
That was 50s.
Mike, your decades are going further back.
Hey guys, you remember 1980s? Remember Charlie Chaplin?
Always soon to go say, man,
Films.
You know what it is? They used to play a lot of these old shows in the 80s. So I don't know. That's what I remember watching these old shows.
Cars used to have fucking crank. Remember those?
Yeah. It's like my first record player. You have to wind it up, you know?
Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs. The Rosenbergs was a show about the 80s. It wasn't in the 80s.
What else?
What about the other? Hold on. What about the Wonder Years? Nobody mentioned the Wonder Years.
We
said
the
Wonder Years.
Yeah, we said that.
No one mentioned the Wonder Years.
Yeah, we did.
We said it like
Did you?
twice already. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
And Kathy said it too.
Yeah.
All right, so I thought I didn't hear that.
Thanks.
They used to have Monday Night Football and Monday Night Baseball to watch on ABC. Remember the Civil War?
I don't remember Friday the 13th, the series.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was a Friday the 13th series.
Freddy's Nightmares. That's what it was. Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that. DuckTales, that was good. Gem, I remember Gem.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget, I love Inspector Gadget. Snorkels, Pound Puppy. Yeah, Snorkels. The Snorkels wasn't the Teletubbies a copy of the Snorkels? They had the things on the head. The Teletubbies.
It was called the Snorks. The
Snorks. Yeah. Inspector Gadget was one of my favorites.
An underwater version of the Smurfs.
Right, basically.
Yeah. And nobody mentioned the Smurfs. What is wrong with you people?
I said the fucking Smurfs. You guys don't listen to me.
Well, that's because Mike and James is talking all over us over here.
But DuckTales.
Why is Matt putting up the Goldbergs? The Goldbergs is a show about the 80s. It's not in the 80s. Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. We are the gummy bears. Remember that, James? I love that show.
Yeah, Qbert.
Yeah. Qbert, yes. It was a video game first. Snorks. Yeah.
Didn't Donkey Kong have his own cartoon?
Yes, Donkey Kong had a cartoon too. They definitely did.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man had his own
had a cartoon.
Well.
Yep. Pac-Man had a cartoon.
About Silverhawks and Thundercats.
Silverhawks and Thundercats, yes. Lionel, it's me, Pantro.
Iowa.
For a second there, I thought I said AWA. I didn't realize there was an I in there. I was like, hey, wait, American Wrestling Association?
Let's not forget She-Ra. Remember She-Ra?
She-Ra and He-Man.
Yeah.
And of course, me and James are always watching Wrestling Superstars and Wrestling Challenge.
Oh, I used to watch the cartoon.
Wrestling, cartoon. WWF cartoon. Remember that? Rowdy Piper. Rowdy Piper.
Well, we were talking
about Rowdy Piper, Junkyard Dog, Hulk Hogan,
Big John Studd.
Yeah, Big John Studd, Johnny Snooker, right? Captain Lou Albano. Remember?
Voiceovers on that.
Remember the wrestling?
No, but like, Saturday mornings we had.
You're right, James. I think James is choking.
Fox.
James, you okay, buddy? He's turning red. But wow, he said unnatural color of red. That's an unnatural color of red you're turning right there.
Johnny Snooker. It's Jimmy Snooker.
I said Jimmy Snooker.
Here's the thing about reading Rainbow. Hold on, guys.
No, I said Jimmy Snooker.
The thing about reading Rainbow is they came out with a better version not too long ago of the theme song. I thought it was the best.
What? Wait a second. Wasn't Reading Rainbow, the guy on Reading Rainbow, the same guy who played Jodie LaForge in Star Trek Next Generation?
Yes. LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton, right? Wasn't it him? LeVar Burton? Every time I would watch that character on Star Trek, because I love Star Trek, I would just think the Reading Rainbows. I was just thinking that song, and I couldn't watch it. I was like, I can't take that guy serious.
What's Star Crunch?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Matt, please elaborate. Is that another thing that's not from the 80s? Guys, remember coronavirus? No, that'll be 30 years from now. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Well, no, Joe, you're forgetting. It'll still be here in 30 years.
What about what's happening?
30 years will be dead.
It'll still be here in 30 years.
But I was
I
saying,
hope not, James. I hope not dead in 30 years. That's awful.
What's happening? Yeah, that's a good one. Can you just say what's happening? Yeah, right?
Oh, it is lit. It is lit. We said Fraggle.
It is lit. What's up, Tanya? What's going
Johnny
on?
just added some other
Zoobly Zoo!
Zoobly
Zoobly
Zoo!
Zoo.
Zoobly Zoo.
Bad.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Zoobly Zoo.
I never played Lamb. I never watched Lamb Chop.
Play along, yeah. But that was 80s? I thought it was later than that, no?
I thought it was the 90s, Lamb Chop.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
No, Lamb Chop was definitely 80s.
Was it? What's up, Tanya? How's it going? Haven't seen you in forever.
Hold on. But guys, what was your if you had to pick one, what was your favorite whether you guys at home or on the panel, what was your favorite cartoon? Because I know a lot of people spitting out like a whole bunch of shit.
For the 80s, I'll say He-Man.
What?
Definitely.
He-Man?
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what about you? Stelly?
It was He-Man in the 80s, absolutely.
All right, what about you, Mike?
Looney Tunes.
Which one? Like, just like, what's your favorite? Like Bugs Bunny? You mean like that?
Yeah, like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck cartoons.
Okay. All right, mine was Thundercats.
Thundercats was good.
He-Man would be my second choice, but I love Thundercats. I honestly would still watch it.
You know what I used to remember remind me of He-Man that I used to hate all the time. He-Man would end, right? And then the Brady Bunch would come on. At the end, you guys remember that? Every end of He-Man, Brady Bunch would come on. And I used to hate the Brady Bunch because it meant the end of He-Man.
Boom.
Thundercats, yep.
But Andrew's with you guys, Masters of the Universe. And again,
Masters of the Universe.
I love that show. Absolutely love it. Even Inspector Gadget, honestly. I used to have
I love Inspector Gadget too.
Oh, definitely.
Wait, hold on a second. Joe, 1 minute. I want to see if you're talking about this.
I agree. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, MTV Unplugged, definitely.
No, not a cartoon, but the 18.
Oh, wasn't that more towards the 90s though on Unplugged?
No, I think the first Unplugged came out in 89.
Was it in the 80s? Yeah, probably what, 89, right? Wasn't it fucking
I don't know.
Bon Jovi or something?
You really like the Captain Planet cartoon? Captain Planet,
I remember
he's a hero. I used to like Captain Planet.
Were you talking? Hold on. Were you talking about this?
Yes, I was.
Oh shit, that's awesome, dude.
Wait,
He has like about $10,000 worth of nostalgia.
Was he a
in
pull
there.
string? Oh no.
Huh?
Was he a pull string as well? Did he talk or he just
No.
What
This
was
is the one that
it?
it had all the
That's
it
the
had
one
all,
I
like the hammer, the umbrella. See, the neck would pop up.
I knew he was joking around when he said that.
Oh, what? Unplugged? Yeah, I thought so.
Gem.
You see that?
I liked Gem.
That's awesome.
This is the one you had, Joe, right?
That is the one I had. Literally, you stole it from me. That's mine. That literally is mine. You stole it. No. No more, please. We'll be here all night with this fucking toys. Now let me show you my other toy. Hold on, this one
Have you
vibrates.
ever tried to sell these things?
I wonder how much money you spending on all this fucking thing. That's what I want
Hey,
to know.
Joey.
Guys, just I wish I had something that looked like a dick right now. Honestly, be like, look at this
Joe.
My mom used to use this one.
This one's a hand-me-down from my mom.
Oh, there it is.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm sorry. We were just ignoring you.
Now, I want to ask you: has Castelli ever tried to see how much this shit is worth?
No, he just spends money.
I think he spent about $1.5 million, and I think it's worth about $35. No. All joking aside, I don't think he wants it. I really don't think it's about selling them. I think he just likes to collect shit. In some cases,
he can just go to a shop where he can see how much it's worth, just to see how much they are really.
But I know.
Money-wise.
You don't want to sell these shit, Mike.
I don't want to sell it. I know what the stuff is worth. Every now and then I'll let something go, but a lot of the stuff was just I spent my whole life trying to get this stuff again. Some of the stuff I had from when I was younger, some of the stuff I had bought, to try and replace the stuff I had when I was younger,
That's really awesome. You got a lot of nice stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot I haven't seen yet.
There's a lot of. I mean, that was what I thought. 80s wise, that was one of the things that came to mind when he said the doll. I have a lot of stuff. I have stuff from the 80s. I showed Joe the other night. As a matter of fact, me and Joe were talking on the phone, and I sent them some pictures of the ET figures. I don't know if you guys remember them.
Oh, wow.
They used to be the little ET with the neck that would pop up in the speaking spell. I have like 7 of them brand new on the card.
Kathy's right. It's worth a look in your white van if you ever want
No
What's
windows.
That?
It's worth a look in your white van. You ever go around in the white van in the neighborhood? Hey, kids, look, I got an ET with the neck. It goes up.
Listen. Because of eBay, the entire collection is worth about 100. Nah, it's not true, Andrew. It's definitely not true.
Yo, you know what I would come over.
You could joke. Listen,
Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull.
I had them. I gave them away, actually. Yeah.
I know. I never had Snake Mountain.
Well, the Thundercat layer.
I had both. Yeah, I had Thundercat layer too. I gave that away too.
Omens?
What?
Do you have the Sword of Omen?
Yes, it would light up. You put the batteries in it, and it would light up.
Yeah. Do you still have it? I'm saying.
No, I don't have it. All that stuff's gone, bro. It's all gone.
I used to have that.
It's all gone. I know that the Thundercat layer used to have a thing with like the ring, and it would like light up or something. Yep. Yeah. You'd be able to open the door. I think it was the drawbridge would open if you put the ring by the top of the eyes or something like that.
All right. Anybody else want to add their favorite 80s TV series? Because we have a couple of more categories to go, so I don't want to stay on it too long. I think we pretty much said whatever. I know somebody said Dallas, but I don't know if anybody said Dynasty.
I said Dynasty. Yeah,
Dynasty was another one. Dukes of Hazzard, but I know that was
70s.
That was 70s, but we watched it as a kid.
Yeah, it was late 70s and ran through the 80s. Yeah.
You ever try to watch Dukes of Hazzard now, though, dude? Oh my God.
I haven't. No, not in a long time.
Yeah.
They used to show it on the Country Music Channel and like repeats and stuff.
Yeah, I love Silverhawks.
Why don't I remember?
Silverhawks, yeah, that was cool, man. With those, they were like bird robot men, like they were half man, half robot, right? And they were birds, and they would fly.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
What about like what was it called? The Bionic 6 or something like that?
The Bionic, yes.
Different figures.
Yeah, do you remember? Wait, what was it called? The guy he used to stretch. What was his name? Not Stretch Armstrong.
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man, yeah.
Plastic Man.
So he was a live action guy speaking before the show, and then he would play his cartoon.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. We're on to favorite 1980s songs or artists and artists. You know what? Just get it over with. Castelli, show them Mr. T.
What Mr. T?
You think you have a Mr. T toy?
No, I don't have it. I had one. I don't have it anymore.
I used to have the bank when I was a kid. Remember the Mr. T figure in the 80s? There was a bank. It was his head.
I had the 80s figure with the chains, and then I had Jackson doll.
That's what I had. They had the small. They had the small figures. There was the Mr. T figures, and then I had the big one with the chains on it. I had that one. But if you want something, Mr. T, here you go.
I pity the fool. Quit your jibber jabber. First name Mr. Middle name period. Last name T. Don't give me no back talk, sucker. Don't make me mad. Shut up, fool. Shut up, fool. Don't make me mad.
It's one of those things that you press the buttons and it says a whole bunch of different noises.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we with favorite?
Don't forget, James, Mr. T loves his mama.
That's right.
James, name some favorite 80s songs you like.
Oh my God, this is like an hour and a half for all of us.
Well, we could just, we can each name one and just go around. Okay. How about Bon Jovi, Never Say Goodbye?
All right. Costelli, what about you? You pick one if you want to pick one.
Van Halen, Panama, and Jump.
Good shit.
Cool.
Well, that came out in 84, right? Jump?
1984 was the name of the album, and that's when it came out.
Okay.
Yep.
Mike D, where you going?
Hot for Teacher.
There's too many, but Men at Work, Land Down Under.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Oh Sherry by Steve Perry.
Very nice. Jay Giles Band, Centerfold.
What about Andrew Says With or Without You by U2?
Yes.
Costelli, what's your second pick? Another song.
Second one, I'm gonna go with wow. Whitesnake. Here I Go Again.
Good song. Mike?
Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Good shit. I'm gonna go Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
It's a good one.
Guns N' Roses, Paradise City.
Good shit.
That was 90s though.
No,
that was 88.
Oh, was it 88? I thought it was 90. All right, I'm wrong. My bad. Let's see. Another 80s, good 80s one. There's so many of them, bro. I can't even think of one. There's so many. I get confused.
Now when you're on the
all right, here's one for you. How did I forget this?
Look at this.
I'm going to say
of every fucking 80s song that I ever loved.
Listen. Queen, Hammer to Fall.
Nice, good song.
Mike, What about you? What about you, birthday boy?
Oh boy, let me see. Contra Gugu, Too Shy.
Too Shy is a good song.
Cool. You gotta need some one-hit wonders in here.
Johnny said, hold on. I missed a few. Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Another good Peter Gabriel
Good
song.
movie too behind that
Belong
one.
to the City by Glenn Frey. The Promise. Song. Yeah, All Day. Yeah. Angel by Aerosmith.
Great song.
Coming Around No More by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I know Mooney likes that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Laura Branigan, Self Control.
Cool.
I don't know why, man. I just love that fucking
I got one for you.
My mother would not let me allow me to watch that music video.
I don't know why. It wasn't risky or anything. It wasn't like risque or anything.
What about the Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams?
Sweet Dreams is a classic.
Great song.
Well, she was kind of like dry humping a guy in a freaking
I just recently watched a video.
elastic suit or whatever the hell that latex suit that guy was wearing.
Mooney, we skipped you. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything, but
I know. That's why I'm going back to you.
Sorry.
Jesus. 80s. I can't go around. If you guys got something, just jump out and say.
Well, Andrew poses a good question. Did Angel come out in 90 or was it 80s?
Angel by Aerosmith?
Yeah.
I believe that was on 87.
Poison was the 80s.
It was 87. I was on Permanent Vacation was the album, I think.
Here Comes the Rain again, another Eurythmics song.
Yeah.
We'll get back to Mooney. Mike, what about you? Another one.
I named one of my father's favorites.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget this classic by Joe Bean Esposito. You're the best.
Around.
The best. No, it's called You're the Best from Karate Kid.
Okay.
Joe Bean Esposito.
Yeah. Your Love by The Outfield. Good song.
Well, actually, of course, my favorite movie, but my favorite movie, but my dad's favorite song was Simple Minds. I Can Forget About Me.
I love that song. That's another song.
What about Aerosmith? Janie's Got a Gun.
Janie's Got a Gun was on Pump, right?
Yeah, and I think that was 1990.
I think that was 91.
No,
that was 89.
Was it?
Was 89? All right, so I made it.
I thought Pump was
good song by Poison.
Pump was 89, I think.
Unskinny Bob. That's a great song by Poison. Yeah. What about Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins?
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking do a movie we'll probably get to in a little bit.
Poison. Every rose has its thorn.
That's 90s. That's 90s.
What? Poison?
Every rose has its thorn is 90s. 92. It was 92, I think.
Another Glenn Fry song, Smuggler's Blues.
No, it was 91 or 92, I think. Every Rose Has a Thorn.
Well, Pump is 89.
Dude, Every Rose Has a Thorn was 90s, right? I'm pretty sure it was 91 or 92.
Pump, the album came out in 89, but the song by Janie's Got a Gun might have been a single released in 90.
Well, hold on a second. We're talking about
1988.
Oh, it was 88? Okay, I'm wrong.
Poison.
I thought it was 90. Good for you, buddy.
Think of artists back then. You think of 80s. I mean, I think of Cyndi Lauper. I think of Boy George. I think of
Boy George, yeah.
Wham and George Michael.
Culture Club. It was actually Culture Club with Boy George.
We forgot one important one.
What?
Queen.
Phil Collins to Studio.
There you go.
I mean, probably my least favorite fucking Phil Collins one, but yeah, sure.
But what about Queen? A lot of people don't realize Queen had a lot of hits in the 80s, believe it or not.
I think a lot of people realize that Queen was a huge band.
Yeah.
I like Queen.
What about Huey Lewis in the News?
Huey Lewis in the News. Well, you got Rod Stewart, you got Elton John, obviously Billy Joel.
Basically, and
Michael Jackson, obviously.
James, you can attest to this.
Madonna.
I never listened to like Pink Floyd or Zeppelin growing up because my parents were a lot older. But in the 80s, you saw a lot of those older rock bands coming out, like Elton John.
Right.
I never knew who Eric Clapton was until Forever Man came out. I didn't know who Robert Plant was until he came out with
I didn't know who. I honestly didn't know, and I'm ashamed to say I didn't know who Eric Clapton was until Tears in Heaven came out.
Wow.
Really?
Oh my God.
You know Cream?
Yeah, Cream.
No, Cream, Sunshine of Your Love.
Joe, you know a lot about Cream, Joe.
And Cinderella.
Knows a lot about Cream.
Is Nobody's
Fool. Nobody's Fool. Nobody's Fool. Nobody. That's a good song. Yeah, I like that one. Cinderella.
Fool.
Yeah. Was hold on.
Separate Ways by Journey.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
When Doves Cry by Prince.
Oh, Prince.
Was When the Children Cry in the 80s and 90s?
Oh, that was a good
White Lion.
By White Lion, yeah.
Was that 80s and 90s?
That might be late 80s rock.
Yeah.
I think it was 88 or 89.
Song, Mike. Yeah, that was a great
good song. 88 or 89, I think it was.
Can't forget Patience by Guns N' Roses.
Let's not forget Runaway Train. Was that 90s or 80s?
That's 90s.
That's 90s.
It was 90s?
But Patience was late 80s.
Yeah, Patience was 80s.
Let's Dance by David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Castelli, what about Toccata e Fughe di Minor?
Yeah, that was a lot. That was like the 1680s, buddy.
What about Mozart's symphony?
Listen, I like classical music. I like Beethoven's Fifth. I like his. Let's not forget about his Sixth and his most famous Ninth. Let's not forget about that.
What about the Fifth of Vodka?
I'll have a Fifth of Vodka. Dare Me to Drive.
What else we got? As far as songs, Cutting Crew, Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. Obviously, Just Died in Your Arms. I mean, so here's a weird.
What about Send Me an Angel? Send Me an Angel.
Oh, by
but I can't remember the name of it.
Fuck, I know it.
You know what it's Send Me an Angel.
Isn't that Scorpions?
No. That's
they just sing that song, but it's not. It's not the version.
It's Still
Send Me an Angel. The original one. Do you believe in heaven or hell?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Who is that though?
I can't think of the name right now. Johnny might know. If you still
on the Team
Johnny, help us out with that
soundtrack. That's good.
Let me go to my library. Hold on. Real Life.
Yeah, I would have never known the name of this group.
So this, Johnny said it right.
Real Life, yeah.
Probably said it before I did.
Yeah.
Rock the Cradle of Love.
Oh yeah, Billy Idol.
Fucking that music video as a kid.
Oh my God.
As a guy, I should say, I fucking loved that girl in that music video.
Oh my God.
But also a great movie was attached to The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Mm-hmm. Also on the Ford Fairlane soundtrack.
Yeah, no, Real Life is the band, yeah.
And we got to actually in 1989 we finally got to know who Andrew Dice Clay was back in 1989.
Right. Yep.
Flock of Seagulls.
Flock of Seagulls.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, not great song. Great band.
Yeah.
Higher Love by Steve Winwood.
That was 1990.
No, it was definitely 80s because I have it on my. This is a all 80s list.
No, all right.
Yeah.
Let's not forget this classic from the 80s. Heaven Tonight by Yngwie J. Malmsteen.
Higher Love came out in 86. Andrew, Higher Love is in 86.
Did you guys hear what I said?
Well, yeah,
I don't know if you heard that.
Yngwie Malmsteen?
Yngwie J. Malmsteen's Rising Force, Heaven Tonight, has a classic 80s song, 1983.
I Need You Tonight.
No, not that. That's not in
I'm
excess.
not sleeping.
I'm talking about Heaven Tonight. You remember Heaven Tonight? This feels like paradise. Will be.
Yeah, Money for Nothing, and then they also had Walk of Life on that one.
I love Walk of Life, but Money for Nothing was my favorite Dire Straits song.
Lost in a dream in the arms of the night.
Don't
Two
forget-
desperate hearts.
Don't forget about the late 80s with Def Leppard, Love Bites.
Yeah, Def Leppard, bro. That whole album,
Leppard.
Hysteria. The whole Hysteria album,
Hysteria was
Pyromania
great.
album.
Yeah.
Great classics, bro. Def Leppard was one of my favorite bands in the
Put
80s,
some
too.
sugar on me.
Put some sugar on me, yeah. Woman, Rocket, Hysteria.
Animal.
You know?
Rat? What about
Depeche
Rat?
Mode.
What about
Oh, yeah,
Rat?
Depeche Mode.
Prior
Don't
album.
say you want me. Don't say you need me. Don't say you love me.
That's
It's understood.
That's 1997.
Tarzan boy. Tarzan boy. Hell yeah. What?
Mike. You just sang a 1997 Depeche Mode song.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's no good.
It's no good.
You're a decade, like 10 years late.
It's a good song, though.
Yeah, Tarzan Boy was another great song.
Guys, I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back. Give me 2
Yeah,
minutes.
do your thing, and then when you come
Do your
back,
thing,
we'll go to movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew's right. So they did that was the Tarzan Boy was the song in the commercials, right?
Yeah. The Listerine commercials.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would have like a body and swing from a vine.
Yeah, it was
God,
the
it gives
Cool
me-
Mint Listerine. Cool Mint Listerine, I think it was.
Don't forget Bobby Brown in the 80s.
Yeah. Bobby Brown, Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood. Yes.
Motley Crue, no?
I believe
Dr.
so.
Feelgood?
I believe
Motley
that,
Crue.
that was Motley Crue, yes.
I'm the one you call Dr. Feelgood. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Dr. Motley Crue. What about Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue? Was that 80s or 90s?
It's probably 80s.
It was 80s, I think, right? Oh, how about this one? Was it Cheap? Not Cheap Trick. Was it Come On, Feel the Noise?
That's
Come on, feel
Quiet Riot.
Quiet
Quiet
Riot. Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cheap Trick was the Flame.
Cheap Trick.
Flame.
Yeah, Cheap Trick was the Flame. And there was another one too that was
I remember
popular
that.
with Cheap Trick. What's the other popular one?
Last bottle.
There's another one that was big by Cheap Trick besides the
What
Flame.
was the orc maneuvers in the light?
Wait, we're forgetting. I think Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar.
Oh,
Love is a Battlefield.
good
Love
song.
is a
And I can actually do that song in a I can actually do Love is a Battlefield in a Christopher Walken monotone voice.
That's amazing.
We are young. Heartache to heartache. We stand.
What about orchestral maneuver? Guitar?
No, the beds.
Remember that
That
group?
is by Christopher Walken. Yes.
Do you guys remember that song by
Both of us knowing love is a battlefield.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute him for a second.
The cat is yelling again.
I'm gonna mute him for a second.
Oh, I can't. That's weird.
But
I-
you muted me, bro.
Yeah, but how come I can't mute Mike? Because it's his birthday boy?
I don't know. You muted me.
That's-
Oh, you just took him out.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I can't unmute it. We're gonna get to that, Andrew. I see it. Heart. I can't believe I forgot alone. The name of the group, Orchestral Maneuvers.
Why are you muting me?
And they sing the song "If You Leave." Do you remember that? "If You Leave." Really? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I don't. Why don't you just go into the thing and share a link and put the YouTube video so we can hear it?
No, because it's faster to
Nope.
do it this way.
Okay.
Can I ask you a
Can't
question?
believe that.
Why are you muting me,
Are you not? Are you muted now or no?
Joe? No, I'm not.
Can you
Like
mute-
every time I'm trying to speak, you mute me.
No. I said just 1 second. I was fucking around and then it wouldn't work. So I guess it was a delayed mute.
Oh. Kathy said Lita Ford, Kiss Me Deadly. I loved Lita Ford when I was a kid.
What about Ozzy Osbourne? Nobody said Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, I know this song.
Yeah.
I know that song.
It's called If You Leave.
Oh, I didn't even know that, but I know the song. What about talking of Lita Ford? What about the Ozzy Osbourne Lita Ford duet? If I Close My Eyes Forever.
So
that song reminds me of my mother so much. I always cry when I hear that song.
It's a beautiful song.
So this song, obviously, yes, Heart Alone, loved it. Lita Ford, she had said, OMD is obviously Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. It was in Pretty in Pink, exactly. Yes, from Pretty in Pink, yes. But they didn't know
Molly Ringwald. I was a huge Molly Ringwald fan.
But this band called Device, sang by the lead singer of Disturbed. He did a cover of that song, If I Close My Eyes Forever. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Or some Molly. No, I think you're right. I think it is Pretty in Pink. I mean, it had to be that or 16 Candles, but I'm pretty sure it was Pretty in Pink.
Wait, is that the one that goes, if you leave, don't leave now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just that not many people. Where is he? Is he taking a shit?
I think he's taking a shit.
I think he's taking a shit. He's doing that or getting another beer.
No, he's taking a shit. He's taking a salad.
No, James doesn't take that long to get a beer. You know that.
Yeah,
James is taking a royal dump right now.
All right, let's start it. This is the big boy here.
Sir Harrington.
Let's just get right into it.
Here he is. How is the Sir Harrington, sir?
wait.
You have headphones on yet?
You can hear us. His face is all red too, so you know he was taking a shit.
He was pushing really hard on that.
Yeah, he's pushing hard.
He was giving birth.
Hey James, you pushing hard or hardly pushing?
Here's one for the masses.
Good evening, Clarice. Quid pro quo. Yes,
90. That's fucking 90.
I do wish we could chat longer.
No, it's not.
I'm having an old friend.
Silence of the Lambs was the 90s?
Yeah.
I thought it was the 80s.
No.
Please tell me that has the fava beans on there.
Closer, please. Closer. You fly back to school now, little darling. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
What did you do? All right. I'm going to kick it off. Back to the Future.
Where is he?
He's not here. Oh, you just said the best movie of the 80s, Back to the Future.
I'm going to go back to the Future.
All right, I'll give you one. The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
All right.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I'll stand corrected. The best movies of the 80s was The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that's right. You were a big Breakfast Club fan. Wait, it was 91? Labyrinth was 91?
No, Silence of the Lambs.
No,
Silence of the Lambs. Oh, so it was 91. Okay, it was very close. I thought it was 89, but whatever. Here's a good one for you guys. Legend, the movie Legend with Tom Cruise. That was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll go Tom Cruise again. Cocktail.
Top Gun.
Yeah, I say Top Gun. Don't say fucking Legend.
Yeah, he's a thunder.
Cocktail was good. No, Legend was a great movie, dude. It was a classic, bro.
I honestly never seen it, so I can't say.
You never seen Legend, dude?
No, I never did.
I got the Lord of Darkness statue in there. What was his name? Played Lord of Darkness. Tim Curry. Tim Curry played Lord of Darkness, bro. That was a classic movie, bro. Who was in that? Was that that was Jennifer Connelly in that movie? No, Jennifer Connelly was in Labyrinth. Mia Sara was in Legend.
Jerry's saying hello. Jerry's late.
It's better late than never, Jerry. I'm glad to see you, buddy.
Tani says Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Hey, Jerry, I just got to ask you a question. How's your ears? Are they bleeding from a certain person? You look like you were struggling this afternoon. He knows what I'm talking about.
What else? Hold on.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was the 80s? No.
Yeah, the first one I think was 89.
Was it?
I believe so.
I thought it was the 90s.
Damn, Kathy got a list here for us.
Yeah, Kathy, I'm going to get to you in a minute. Hold on, because I do want to say Adventures of Babysitting.
Yes, Adventures of Babysitting.
It was 90.
It was 90, yeah.
Damn it.
What about St. Elmo's Fire?
Hold on. Here's the bleeding.
Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, Dirty Dancing, Ghost, and Some Kind of Wonderful, my favorite 1980s movies. because I have
Some Kind of Wonderful was a
Vagine.
really good movie.
But I love Dark Crystal out of everything. My top movie of all.
Yes, Dark Crystal was very good. Yes, I don't know, Kathy. Did you see the new Dark Crystal series that's on Netflix? I started watching. I couldn't. It just wasn't good. I don't know what you thought of that. If you check that out at all,
It's so good.
it's like a series.
Yeah, I know, it's delicious. James, we skipped you. So what do we got? Favorite movie?
80s movies?
No, 70s. Go.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf?
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
Yeah, forgot about Teen Wolf.
Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Breakfast Club.
Yes, Beetlejuice. Yeah.
I said Breakfast Club.
Oh, fuck yeah, Brian. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, yeah,
And you can.
absolutely.
So I do want to go over one thing really quick. So I was watching Back to the Future a couple hours ago on Netflix. There was a whole big controversy over it because whatever, there was some censorship or whatever on the Netflix version that they fixed. Anyway, long story short, if you had to pick one problem that you had with Back to the Future 2, what would you guys say it was? Just really quick. What was
Back to the Future 2 or the first
Back
one?
to the Future 2. What was a big plot hole that you felt was an issue with that movie?
Because they had to go to the future to fix the past.
Okay, so that's the one that you thought, right? What about you, Mike D?
The Cubs winning the World Series.
I was going to say that too. Yeah,
I mean, no, but yeah, okay. James, what about you?
my thing was going to say the hoverboard.
What about?
Why was that an issue?
Well, because it didn't actually. Well,
No, I'm saying going back and rewatching the movie now.
Well, the Cubs. They said the Cubs were going to win the World Series, and that actually happened, didn't it?
yeah, it did happen.
Yeah, it happened a year later.
That's crazy, though. How close that was for the Cubs winning the World Series.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you said, Mike, you bring up a really good point because that was my issue too.
Mhm.
How do you go to the future to change the fucking past? It makes absolutely no sense. But I was watching it today and I said to myself, and I'm sure somebody has said it, I'm sure other people maybe are even thinking about it in the chat or at home. I'm watching it and I'm like, because when they go to the future, obviously they're in Hilldale, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm gonna see myself or whatever." And like she was asking all these questions, and that's when Marty sees himself and stuff like that. Like it's a whole big thing. And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I just realized something, and I was today years old when I realized this.
Today years old.
If both Marty and Jennifer went in the time machine in 1985 and went 30 years into the future, they would not see their older selves. They wouldn't have seen their older selves. They would have been missing for 30 fucking years. There is no them to progress in time.
What are you
Marty
talking
and
about?
Jennifer would have never have aged. How the
Because
fuck?
they never got married in part one.
It was the future, dude.
No, I
No,
know.
but they never got married in part one.
It has nothing to do with what are you talking about?
Because if they were married, because they were married in the second one with kids, right? We don't know in the first one if they got married or not.
No, you're
No,
not
they were married in the
understanding.
future.
No, I
They're
don't
married in the
understand
future.
what you're saying, Joe. Say what you're saying again. Say it again.
So, all right, let's say, hear me out now. Let's just say real time here today. Let's say I built a time machine, and the four of us went into a time machine right now and went 30 years.
But Joe, would it be a hot tub time machine?
Yes, let's just say it's
Okay,
a hot
I'm
tub
in
time
then. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
So we're in a hot tub time machine. We go, let's say not even 30 years. Let's say 10 years. 30 years, God forbid, I'm probably going to be not here anyway. I'm going to be 72. So let's say 10 years into the future. I'm not going to see my 52-year-old self because my 42-year-old self went in ahead of time. Where is my other body that I progressed 10 years? There's no way. I would be missing for 10 years.
No, it's the future. You would see it, dude, because it's the future.
How? If I'm the one that's going to the future, I can see you guys if you didn't come with me, but I would have been missing for 10 years to you guys.
I get what you're saying. I do get.
I get what you're saying, but that's the whole idea of time travel. That you're able to go into the. That's why he said. Hold on. That's why he said if your other person sees you, it's going to cause like a real big problem.
Yeah.
Isn't that why they always hid from? Isn't that why they always hide? Like Marty.
Yeah, because they couldn't see their other self. If they saw their other self, they like freak out.
I understand the paradox that Doc Emmett Brown says about the space-time continuum and everybody.
Yes, let's not question Dr. Emmett Brown. The man's a genius.
I'm just saying that if I personally,
how dare you, Joe?
If I personally was time traveling, if I'm the one traveling into time, into the future, then my body, where is the other self? Did I split into two people? And one progresses 10 years into the future and the other one doesn't?
I know what you're saying, but that's the whole idea of a time machine, that it allows you to go and see the future without actually splitting you or something. I don't know how it works.
It's not real life.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a movie. It's not real life. It doesn't exist.
You don't have to worry about it.
But he's doing a what-if scenario if it did actually happen.
We said
it's not. So why are we worried about this? 1.1 gigawatts of power.
So, guys, seriously, if it's just me and if I'm crazy, I know
yes, you are. It is just you.
Yep. We lost about 80 people in the chat, but
wow, that's a huge number. That's the most we've had watching us ever.
No, at one point, we did have a lot of people in here. I think they're gone. If you guys agree with me, did you ever think about that? Did you, while you're watching Back to the Future 2, did you come to this insane conclusion that Doc Brown, Marty, and Jennifer, because they went into time ahead of time, 30 years into the future, that they wouldn't bump into the future selves because they couldn't be future selves if they're the ones that went into the time machine? That's all.
I never thought of it that way. No.
What? Oh, the Goonies. I'll go with the Goonies.
What about favorite movies?
Yeah.
Goonies was a good one.
Yeah, Goonies was good. Ghostbusters. Did you guys say
Ghostbusters was good, yeah. I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, all over the place.
What just happened?
I took you off
this all around.
I wanted you to see the Goonies.
I don't like how you move this all around like that. What kind of black magic is that?
Karate Kid? Karate, you guys said that?
Karate Kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see the Karate Kid, huh?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm talking about 80s movies, so that's why.
Yeah. Well, the Karate Kid's the background right now. I'll put it back. I'm gonna put it back to whatever. What else we got here? Speaking of Socrates, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes.
Socrates.
Stand by Me.
All right, I'm just saying. I mean, I am I the only one? I had to fucking say it. Now, Terminator was really good, but I did like Terminator 2 better, and that's obviously not 80s.
Terminator was a good movie, though.
Gremlins, the classic.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Kathy said that. Yes.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Perfect.
St. Elmo's Fire, another one. Mike, why are you texting me?
Well, read it.
It's not to be said in the chat or on the live feed.
That wasn't even English.
Well, you get it, what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, we're almost at the hour and a half mark. I know.
Right. I didn't want to say it on the thing. I wanted to be a little professional and send you a text message, but you called me out on it.
Trust me, I know. But look, hold on. You got Bill and Ted's was amazing. T2 was definitely one of the best movies ever. And then Kathy says Outsiders, E.T. and Gremlins.
Aliens.
Gremlins, E.T.
Aliens. Yes. Alien was 79. It wasn't even that good of a movie anyway.
I thought it was pretty damn good.
I thought Aliens was better.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, of course. That was 40 years. It just hit the 40-year anniversary.
And Return of the Jedi.
You could say Return of the Jedi. Yeah. What? What'd you say?
E.T. Did somebody say it?
Yes.
Yeah. Kathy said it.
And then we have don't forget Full Metal Jacket.
You said that already?
Yes. Yeah, it was a great one. Platoon, that was another great one.
Born on the 4th of July.
Was that in the 80s? I didn't remember.
Risky Business.
Yeah, Risky Business.
Let's not forget. Never Ending Story. That's a classic. Yes, very good. The Never Ending Story. Remember that? Let's also not forget. Batman, 1989. Batman.
With both the best Batman and Joker of all time.
The two best Batman and Joker of all time. Absolutely.
I don't care what anybody says.
No, they were the best.
Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. No.
It's Never Ending Story.
I have the song.
Yes. Never-ending story.
Dude, why are you making that face? You look really weird.
That was weird.
Oh my god!
Atreyu!
You know, I just
Atreyu!
something from the music. We forgot Rick Astley.
Who would have thought? Wait, who would have thought?
Give?
What
The fuck? This is weird.
Why are you watching it?
I hit the link by accident on my phone. I was holding my phone in my hand.
Do you
I
want to
just started
play a game? War Games was great.
Hold on.
Everybody hated the horse scene. The Swamp of Sadness.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that they named the band after the Never-Ending Story?
I was about to say that one of the best Christmas movies. Well, besides Home Alone, one of the best Christmas movies ever made.
Did you
Die
hear what I
Hard,
said?
it's a Christmas movie.
No. Did you hear what I said about the band? They named. Isn't it crazy they named the band Atreyu after the character in Never-Ending Story? Like how many years later? Like no one even knows who that is, but this band comes out called Atreyu.
I mean,
unless you're a Never-Ending Story fan, you don't know that. Huh?
It happens.
It's a weird band name to name there. You know, Atreyu. You know.
I'm gonna start a band called Mary Poppins.
Yes, a Poppins. Let's not forget Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
You brought a Walkman yesterday? Oh, you mean the Talkman? A Talk Boy. I have
a Talk Boy. I have a Talk Boy.
Brian, you have to be talking about a Talk Boy from Home Alone.
I have it.
I know. Yeah, Johnny, we're all saying. I just said that because Mike said the best Christmas movie ever made, and I said yes, but also Home Alone.
What else is there?
I mean, we're missing so many.
Wizard. The Wizard was a good movie.
Oh, The Wizard? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was The Wizard?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage when he played video game championships.
California.
Wasn't Fred Savage in Never-Ending
Hold on,
Story?
guys. How can we forget this one?
How
can we forget?
That was the Princess Bride, yeah.
How can we forget Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Classic.
Oh, great fucking movie.
Yeah.
No, I know. I just was talking about Christmas movies. I know that was 1990. I know it was not 80s. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's another one.
Oh,
National Christmas Vacation.
There we
go. Hell yeah. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it does play.
Was
It does play.
Flatliners in the 80s?
What?
With Kiefer Sutherland and Julia Roberts?
Flatliners? No, that was 1990.
What about Pretty Woman? Was that
Pretty
the 80s
Woman
or
was
90?
I think Pretty Woman was 88.
90. Yeah.
No, Pretty
It
Woman
was 90 or 80?
90.
90. What about Splash?
Oh, Splash was great.
Splash was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. Bachelor Party.
Yeah, Bachelor Party. Awesome
Money,
movie.
no, the Money Pit sucked.
Hold on. I just want to make
Weekend
sure.
at Bernie's. What about Weekend at
Oh,
Bernie's?
that was great. Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's.
What about RoboCop?
RoboCop. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Rambo.
Rambo
First.
Rocky. What about Rocky 4?
Rocky 4. Probably one of the
Rocky
best.
4.
Rocky 4 is probably my favorite 80s movie of all time.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, we said that already, Tanya, but that's a good one.
Heathers.
I wasn't crazy about Heathers. I just watched it a couple years ago.
What about the Ghoulies?
Ghoulies.
Awesome.
The Ghoulies. Remember the Ghoulies?
Ghoulies and Critters.
The Ghoulies and Critters. Yeah.
Critters is great.
And there's still that other movie. I couldn't remember which one it was. Remember the one I was talking about? The guy with the lightning and they turned into stone. That horror movie. It was in the 80s too. I can't remember it.
Oh, what is Park?
I don't know.
Park?
Who knows?
Mac and Me.
I remember that movie.
Hey, James, No Holds Barred.
That was a great movie.
Oh, rip 'em.
Little Shop of Horrors was another good one. They're gonna
Little Shop
they're
of
remaking
Horrors.
that movie, by the way. They're remaking
Are
it.
they?
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the
Yeah,
Kids.
touchdown.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was the 90s, I think.
I thought the first one was in the 80s.
Was it 90 or 80?
It was 89. Yeah, the first one, I think, was 89. I think you're right.
Was it really? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was 89?
Oh,
Yeah.
the first one, yeah, the original one, yeah.
I thought it was 90, man. Okay. It was whatever.
It
It was
might
good.
have been. Oh, hold on.
I'm pretty sure 89 as well. Batteries not included, Tanya says. Hold
Oh,
on.
that was 89. Yeah, batteries not included. Yeah.
Yep.
What about Cocoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
I like the
I
second
don't
one
like
though.
that.
I actually like Cocoon 2
Yeah,
better.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I wasn't into
89.
Cocoon.
Yeah.
89. Oh, good call, Mike. I thought it was 90. Labyrinth. I said Labyrinth, Catherine.
Yeah, David Bowie, Labyrinth.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And
I said Legend with Tom Cruise. I thought that was another great one from the 80s.
That was a good movie too.
What are we missing? Debbie Does Dallas was a classic. Was that 70s though, right?
Debbie Does
70s.
Dallas.
Wasn't
That was
Debbie Does
70s.
Dallas late 70s or was that?
Yeah, that was 70s. I'm pretty sure that was 70s.
Yeah.
Could be the 80s. Could be the 80s.
The Fly. That was a good one with Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
That was a
The Fly.
great movie.
The sequel was what about? We're forgetting about Arthur.
Arthur. Yes.
First Arthur.
That was a great movie.
Fucking love that movie. That's classic. And then if you want to go Dudley Moore, you can go like Father Like Son. I believe that's late 80s, right?
Yeah, 88. Yeah.
And then vice versa with Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold.
That was good too. Yeah.
Wait a minute, then we gotta do Judge Reinhold, Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills
That
too.
was too.
Yeah, he might be right on this one. I think the sequel. I think the dick reaches the 80s. The dick starts out flaccid in the 70s, and I think it actually gets hard into the 80s.
Beverly Hills Cop, 48 hours.
Johnny Stecchino. Yes. Johnny Stecchino is great.
You make me
Absolutely.
You make me want to pull up that image right now of him.
I can't believe you remember Johnny Stecchino. Akira, yes. That was
Akira,
anime, but it was very good. Akira, I love that.
Critical Condition. What's that?
Oh, with
I don't
Denzel Washington. Yeah, I think he was in
What's
that.
that?
Johnny
Denzel and
Stecchino.
Bob
I can't
Hoskins?
believe it was Johnny Stecchino.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What about the Great Outdoors? The Great Outdoors and My Blue Heaven. Remember My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin? Arugula. It's a vegetable.
You can honestly say anything John Hughes, anything Chris Columbus, Harold Ramis.
Chris Columbus. That's the guy that discovered America, no?
That's Christopher.
Oh, Christopher.
Guys, help us out. Any other show? Any other movies that resonate with the 80s with you? Andrew just said Uncle Buck.
Yeah, Uncle Buck. Guys, help us out. We're running. We're not at 2 hours yet. Help us out.
No, we're not going to probably reach 2 hours. I don't think we are.
We're at 1:30 something right now.
Yeah, hold on. Oh my God, Airplane. Yes.
Airplane. Yes.
Airplane or Airplane 2. The
And
sequel.
Airplane too.
Yep.
The sequel.
Hey guys, let's not forget.
Surely
What?
you can't be serious.
Let's not forget Staying Alive, the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
We'll forget it. But if you want to go Spaceballs, I'll go Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yes. That's a
Baseball.
great movie.
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Johnny Five is alive. Hey, Short Circuit 2.
Yep.
That's what I said. Durf. But
What else we got? Come on, what else we got? We got to do some more.
so what I'm planning on doing, guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. Tanya, that was one of the first ones we said, Top Gun, and we're not gonna say Top Gun easily. What's The Gate?
Oh, The Gate. I remember that with Charlie Sheen.
I don't
Yes.
know.
No. The Gate was like a horror movie with those creatures. I remember that movie.
Madon, Coming to America.
Perfect. Charlie Sheen.
We're forgetting so.
Good morning, my neighbors. Good morning, my neighbors. Fuck you. Fuck you too. That was the best.
Fuck you.
Yes,
too.
fuck you too. That was the best.
What about
80s movies? Christine, 1983. Christine.
What about? Hold on.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Hold on. I'm on the stage right now and I'm pounding. Hold on. Sexual chocolate. Stephen Dorff. Dorff.
Yeah,
Dorff.
The Gate. Yeah, Stephen Dorff. That's right.
The Gate, yeah.
I think it was Charlie Sheen. I don't know.
He was also Chucky, right?
Wait, what about what about Child's Play? Speaking of Chucky, Child's Play.
Brad Dorff.
He was bred. Right.
Well, Child's Play.
Brad Dorff. Oh, so
The
Stephen Dorff
GTE.
and Brad Dorff.
One is like 20 years older than the other one.
The GTE.
I
Remember
think
that movie?
he's
What about
in The
that?
Gate.
It's
What
the
about
Gate.
this?
Yeah.
Speaking of Charlie
Yes.
Sheen, him and Emilio, Men at Work.
There was a fucking movie with Charlie Sheen. It was like a horror movie in the 80s. And I
I don't remember that.
Which one? Men at
Well,
Work?
that's
Men.
Charlie Sheen's whole life, a horror movie in the 80s.
What about Charles Lee Ray?
Charles Lee Ray, yeah, Chucky. That's Chucky, Charles Lee Ray.
So anyway, what I was saying, guys, what I'm planning on doing, I was talking to James about it earlier today, because what I wanted to do tonight, I wanted to do some type of trivia. But however, I just felt with all the topics that we were talking about, to incorporate trivia on this is just not whatever. So we have two things we can do. And I'm talking to whoever's on the show right now, that, Mike, and James. We can do a live stream show like we're doing now, and I would disable the comments. That way none of the answers can come up. Or we can do a non-live broadcast where we tape it, record it, and then I stream it. And that way it's just basically, as a host, I will be asking you guys various questions. It's not just 80s, it's any trivia, any movie trivia you want. Based on a point system, based on the difficulty in the question. So if it's a harder question, it might be worth a little bit more points. And then we just play a game like that, and we can just get it.
I'm definitely down to do that. Definitely.
And don't get me wrong. I would love to incorporate it.
I like the live one. No, doing the live is probably more fun. Yeah.
No, the live is fun, but don't forget, I can't have the live chat because then people will tell you the answer.
Yeah, but
you can still have it live though. Just close the chat out.
Right answer. You don't know. Yeah. The fucking right answer.
All right. If I said what Star Wars movie just came out in 1980, and you guys were on, and you guys didn't know that it was Empire Strikes Back, and then you got like 15 people saying Empire Strikes Back, chances are that's the right answer.
I get what you're saying, but it's not but come over at once like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should just do the trivia without. I think we should record it without doing the live.
Well, however you guys want to do it, I'm fine with it. Yeah,
I mean, I'll do it either way, but I think live would be fun, though.
I would rather do it live too, but I would have to disable the comments, and I just don't want people to feel excluded. That's all.
All right, so then, then guess what? If you do it, if you pre-record it, then we're not even going to be seeing what people are saying,
right?
Because unless we go back and rewatch it again and see all the comments.
Kathy says Blade Runner. Which cut? The final cut, the director's cut. There's like 3 or 4 different cuts.
Yeah, but either way, Blade Runner was the 80s, no?
Brian said Lucas. Did you ever see Lucas?
Oh, yeah, Lucas with Corey and Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Oh,
what about Dream a Little Dream?
What about License
to Drive? License to Drive, there you go.
Dream a Little Dream is another classic.
So many good things. So, guys, let me, all right.
Wait, what about Rudy?
Rudy was 90s.
90s. Yeah, 92?
93, Rudy was...
I think I can. So not here now, but I believe I can.
Everybody to participate though, no?
I can disable. I believe I can disable comments. There's private chat, but there's not the private chat. I don't know if I can disable comments, honestly. There's got to be a way. I think there's something I can do before I come on. So. And the thing is, though, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like we can, because people can do.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
People could do Google, and it's just. I'm trusting you guys not to look up the answer.
Oh, I wouldn't look anything up. I would try to. I wouldn't want to cheat. I want to try to.
No, I'm talking about.
It'd be more fun. It'd be more fun to just try and get the answers without looking the thing up. Obviously,
I'm talking about the people in the chat. I would love for them to answer the question as is without looking.
I mean, either way, if we do it live and you take out the chat or you pre-record, they're still going to be left out. So I mean, you got to choose one or the other.
Right, but I'd rather do it live. I'd rather
do it live too. Yeah.
Plus, recording takes a little longer.
Yeah, live is better.
You got to record it, then you have to download it, and then you have to So.
Live is always better. I like doing the live streams.
But the thing is, I honestly do want people at home to join in on the trivia as well.
Maybe what we could do. How about this? Maybe here's an idea. Maybe we can use a different program for the chat, like run an external chat doing something else, like a Facebook chat on its own that's not connected to this. You know what I'm saying?
But Brian, I got to know who's here. I mean, I can see 7 people right now. So right now, what I can see, obviously, not counting the people that are commenting, like you, Kathy, and whoever else is, like Andrew and whatever. I can see 7 people right now are watching me live, but I don't know who those 7 are. Only if they answer. So yeah, based on who's ever commenting in the chat, I could always do that. Randomly call on people. So I could do that. I want everybody to feel engaged. I want it's one thing to have fun topics like the 80s and whatever, but it's also fun to play games with you guys as well to keep you interested in stuff. But Like one of the questions I wanted to ask you guys, and James, please don't answer because you already know. You already know the question. I just kept saying it over and over again. What is the day and the year, obviously? So it has to be the day and the year that Doc Brown invented time machine, invented time travel. Does anybody at home, can anybody, without Googling or anybody here, can you tell me the day, the month, the day, and the year? I'm sorry. The month, day,
October 5th.
I know the year is 1955 was the year. The day was, fuck, I can't remember the day.
Mike, I'm actually getting.
Wasn't October 5th?
What do you call it? Mike D, I'll get back to you. Don't say anything more than that. Costelli, what?
1955 was the year. I can't remember the day and the month.
Hold on. How about we all give the answers, but nobody knows what the right
That's
answers are?
a good point, what Kathy said.
Yeah, that's true.
We do it that way.
The other thing is too, you guys, like James said to me off camera and even tonight, you guys might what do you call it? You guys might say the wrong answer.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know, obviously we're not going to, until we know the answer, that's when we'll say it.
Mike, are you looking at the answer?
No.
What are you doing?
I was just trying to do something else.
Obviously, it's 1954.
But if we go by the honor system, when you put up the chat, Joe, we could do private chat, like we could chat with you separately, and then live.
Well, that's what I said. Use a different program for chat, so we're not connected to that, so we could chat separately. That's what I'm saying.
No, all we have to do is us three, me, you, and James.
Or there's private chat. There's private chat in here too.
Yeah,
but why don't we do that?
I don't know what that does.
Private chat means that you can send the answers.
Chatting to you.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me Let me try.
Wait, so you guys submit your answers to the chat? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not us, but whoever's watching.
Anybody see that?
Oh, private chat is just amongst us.
No, I understand that. So what I'm trying to say, no, it says okay, but that is how you're going to submit your answers.
Well, we're talking, so we're not going to.
All right, so you saw that, Mike, right? What I just sent.
I just sent it back. We could all see it.
So why don't we do that? Will you guys?
So we should just stay on private chat. And
yes, Kathy, you can answer. Hopefully, you didn't look it up though. What is the month, day, and year? I will say this, Mike, and you can't give another answer. You were very close. Mike,
me?
Mike D, yes, you were very close in that answer. Kathy, what was the
answer?
She's gonna say it. The month, day, and year that Doc Brown invented time travel, which is also known as the flux capacitor.
Oh, come on, dude.
At 1.21 gigawatts.
And I was going to answer. Joe, you're the worst.
What?
I was going to ask that question next.
Oh, don't. You really think you're going to fucking remember that next time?
No, I was going to follow up with your question on my question, but you just gave it.
It was no 5 month.
Kathy's right.
I didn't see it. I can't see it.
You were close. You were off by a day. It's November 5th, 1955. And then I think the clock tower was November 12th. I think it was the week later.
Mm-hmm.
But and then like I said, so that would probably be like one of the harder questions, and then you have easier questions that I would ask and stuff like that. So obviously, guys, I'm gonna work out the way to do it and how to incorporate everybody. That way, everybody can be incorporated. We can even do where I ask the panel first, and then if they can't get, obviously, you guys can steal. But then the thing is, like, okay, what are the point system for? Like, what's the goal? What do we win? So there's a lot of things I got to think about. I'm obviously doing this for fun. We're not doing it for money.
Why don't we just start auctioning off some of our collectibles as prizes?
No, because first of all, you're the only one that has collectibles to auction off, really.
I'm seeing a whole bunch of crap behind you, Joe, that I'd love to get my hands on. I see a lot of collectibles behind you.
What is he saying, Spaceballs? We didn't find shit.
But I think that would be interesting if we could put up an item at stake. I think we should put up an item at stake. What do you think?
I don't know about that. Wait a minute. Is he taking another shit?
I don't know, but I think the porn star figures is a good one to put up, right? What do you think?
Yeah, we could do that, but I don't think anybody wants to win a fucking Jenna James.
Well, what about the Jesus figure, the action figure, or the Moses action figure, or the Beethoven action figure? I have a bunch of those.
All right, I don't know about that, but look, guys, just you know what?
Do you have the Buddy Christ, Mike?
No, not Buddy Christ. It's Jesus the action figure and Moses the action figure.
If anybody has any feedback or if anybody has any suggestions on how I should do this, either drop a comment. Brian, I'm going to get to you in a second. I see a comment. Either drop a comment in the chat, or obviously you can drop a comment afterwards, whether on Facebook or YouTube, and let me know how you would want me to go about doing it. Because obviously I do want to have some type of trivia thing. We could do it like one night a week, where whoever's on here live with me now, whether in the chat or on the panel, they answer the question.
Or on the toilet.
The other thing is too,
yep.
And I've said this before, if we want to swap out, and if we ever want to have like some other different people come on and even be a part of the show, if you guys have a webcam or if you even have a phone, you can do it with a cell phone. Guys, especially you commenting from Facebook, I obviously know most of you personally. You guys are more than welcome to. Just let me know. I will send you the link. You guys can actually come on and join us and talk with us live, where you could be part of the show. And we can even do that. We can have a different guest. We can have a different guest appearance each time we come on the show. I would love it.
That's so nice. That's Christ on your neck.
That's like Christ.
That's so
crazy.
nice.
That's
crazy. That's Christ on your neck.
You got Christ on your neck? That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That movie was sick.
I know.
What movie is that from?
Kids.
Don't worry. It's me, Casper. Don't worry. It's me, Casper. It's me, Casper. Don't worry.
Wait, hold on. I want to get to what Brian said. So Brian says, Joe, if I swipe right, that's Tinder. If I swipe right, I can't see other people's comments. You have the control to pop our answers on top. No, yeah, I have the control to do this, but people can still see it, can't we?
Yeah,
especially in Facebook.
You just pulled up, I can see.
Yeah, no, but well, technically, you can still come on. I believe if you just have a microphone, you can do audio, and I've showed that before. If you just do this,
yeah, you can do that too.
You can hear me and you can't see me. So right now, I'm taking my clothes off, and
well, we saw that earlier. But the thing is this though: if you have a computer, you could do both. You don't need a webcam. You could just use your computer's built-in cam.
Or if you have a phone, if you have
even a phone, yeah. So you could still do it. You could still get on and still, you don't need to have a webcam. Like all of us are not using. The only person here is using a webcam, I think, is Joe and Mooney, right? Me and Mike, we're not using webcams. We're using our computers.
Yeah, and James could tell you by using the phone, it's not really that good of a connection.
Well he was having a problem with his phone. But remember when I used my phone that time, it worked fine. So it depends.
That's a different. So I honestly don't know how it works from a Facebook point of view, because I'm not on the Facebook. But again, I'm gonna work out the kinks. I know you were joking, Kathy. Perfect. iPhone works just as well. Obviously, the better internet connection you have, obviously the better. I said that twice. That was redundant. But the faster the internet connection, I should say, is the better. But I'll work on it. Give me some time. Mike, obviously you're still on vacation, so I would love to do that as a test run. I think as a test run, we should do it just with the panel. And if you guys want to, I'm not going to disable the chat. Let's just see how it goes. We'll do that maybe one night this week. Okay. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Mike, I do want to wish you again happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, brother.
Everybody at home, enjoy your Memorial weekend, obviously as best as you can. There's really not much to do. Me and James are actually going to be back on again tomorrow for our episode of Real Talk. I moved it up one day to obviously do this stream. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about whatever movie news, whatever entertainment news, sports, anything entertainment related. We're going to try to drop all the news tomorrow from what we've learned, and we'll talk about that. And then Mike, you and I will probably do a stream sometime this week, maybe Galactic Gossip, and then also obviously the trivia.
Mm-hmm.
So happy birthday. That's
Thank
to you,
you.
Mike. That's to you.
Hey, are we doing a Cup of Joe Unfiltered on Monday or no?
It's Memorial Day week. It's a Memorial Day. It's up to you if you want to.
I'm home.
What if you want? So you know what? Instead of doing a Cup of Joe Unfiltered episode. It's
Why
going to
don't
be
we do a trivia thing Monday?
We'll do the trivia thing on Monday, I think.
I could do that. Yeah.
Well, the thing with Monday is this. So I'm making most likely, if everything goes right, I'll be doing beer on Monday. So I don't know how long that's going to go. That could be depending on.
So we'll play it by ear then. We'll figure it out. Otherwise, we'll move it up. Yeah, we'll move it up.
Coldcastle Brewery is back in session on Monday, guys.
So what I would
very exciting.
What I would do, that's to you, Mike, obviously. What I would do.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm probably going to bypass the group stream because the group stream is going to be the trivia anyway. So I don't think it makes sense to have two shows. We all have to just decide whether we're going to do the next group stream on Monday or Tuesday. That's all.
Whatever you guys want to do, I'm fine with it. Yeah.
But either way, stay tuned. Stay tuned for Real Talk tomorrow, guys. Thanks again for coming on. And obviously, thank you for everybody that participated in our trip down nostalgia way, talking about our favorite decade in the 80s and all that jazz. But thank you again for coming on. And guys, obviously stay in there. We'll talk off camera.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, but everybody else, have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe.
Don't get too crazy.
And remember, if you get bored, you could always barbecue. I mean, you don't have to social distance with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could barbecue. You don't have to do that. You can.
Yeah. If you get bored, just barbecue. You could go outside and enjoy a barbecue. Nobody says you can't do that.
That's it. All right.
Enjoy.
Everybody, have a good night. And
good night, everyone.
And stay safe.
Good night, and have a better tomorrow.